Hello everyone, it's Agony333, and today's review is going to be over a film called Black Sheep, which is not to be mistaken for Chris Farley's comedic film from the 90s. That is a fucking hilarious film, by the way. But no, this is a comedy horror film that was made in 2006. It is an hour and 27 minutes, and let us get into this fucking crazy ass movie, because yes, it's fucking crazy. So the movie is basically about a farm in New Zealand that is doing experimentation on sheep and stuff, trying to find, a better strain of sheep to make and mass produce and stuff like that. And basically that shit goes wrong. And then animal activists try to kind of blow the lid on this whole thing and release the info. And basically, in a fashion similar to 28 Days Later, things go wrong, and it ends up basically causing fucking chaos on this farm and shit. Because, yeah, it's basically zombie sheep. And I'm probably not even going to have a spoiler section here. There's not too much for me to fucking cover. But yeah, basically, there's zombie sheep. And then, so yeah, keep that in mind, though, that I might spoil slight things here and there. Because there's not much to talk about. But I'm not going to be getting into any, like, plot-heavy crap. Yeah, it's a comedy horror film. It's not to be taken all that seriously and stuff. But yeah, then later on, they even become werewolf sheep, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous as hell. But that's sort of the positive here, is, that's what I would put, is, with a concept like this, a lot of films and stuff, which you'd kind of expect is some really, low-grade acting, terrible effects, stuff like that. But surprisingly here, what makes this film more so a positive than any kind of negative thing, even though it has this concept that it has, is, obviously it's absurd and it's obnoxious, and the concept is that way. But it's a surprisingly good movie because it's funny, and it's got some creepy and kind of disturbing, fucked up moments there. Because, yeah, you're seeing basically sheep tearing people tearing people to pieces and shit, and eating them alive. Yeah, the effects are actually pretty damn good, and the jokes and stuff are pretty funny, and there's some funny-ass moments there. And it's really reminiscent, at least, like, there's bits of it, like certain effects, certain ways that the, monster creature designs are done and stuff, that do remind me of Dead Alive, or it's also known as Brain Dead, which is also a great movie to check out. An incredibly bloody, fucking crazy movie as well. So if you want an incredibly, blood bath kind of, I don't know, I was going to say blood driven, but that's not, really a good term to fucking use. But yeah, something that is overloaded with fucking blood and carnage and shit. Check out Dead Alive and Brain Dead, by the way. But it has bits that kind of remind me of that. But like I said, it's good special effects, but it's incredibly absurd and other shit like that. So don't go into this expecting something that's serious. But I guess really the only kind of main thing I guess I would talk about, oh, well, there's another thing I'll mention here, is if you're wanting an extra video for today that is another kind of comedic, absurd, ridiculous fucking thing, check out the Rama Llama zombie sheep video. It's fucking stupid as hell. But it's a movie, this movie I basically discovered in high school, and yeah, we would watch that video and laugh our asses off at how fucking stupid it is. But yeah, that's what this film basically has. If you're looking for something that has some, cool gore effects, but a fucking ridiculous plot, something to just kind of laugh at and stuff, but it's surprisingly good, then this would be a movie that's for you. And so I guess what I'll do is I'll give it its rating and then get on to the one point that I would really talk about. And the rating I figured I would give this is just a 6. I mean, it's not a, amazing film. It's more of just, something to, like I said, enjoy your time, laugh at and stuff. It's absurd, but it's got some really crazy fucking scenes in there too, and a lot of gore later on and stuff. But I guess the one point that I'd really get to, I guess, is that there's two brothers, and the main character's name is Henry, and the asshole brother's name is Angus. He's a fucking dick, that's for sure. He's a fucking scumbag, but he's the main asshole who's doing all the experimentation and shit, and runs the farm, is this fuckhead named Angus. But anyways, You also gotta love how they were chucking haggis at the fucking werewolf sheep later in the movie. But yeah, I don't know. It's really absurd, but I enjoy it. It makes, it gives some good fucking laughs there, but it's got plenty of good gore and other cool moments and shit too. But the one thing I guess I would get to here, if there's any sort of like actual, thing to say about something, is at least early on in the movie, through the film, the main character Henry has this irrational fear of sheep. And that's mainly due to a childhood event, a traumatic childhood event, where Angus, the fuckhead, decides to basically axe a fucking sheep and wear the sheep as a, yeah, as a fucking, yeah, he carves the sheep up and wears it and decides to scare his brother with it and causes huge fucking ordeal out of the thing, just as their father is about to die, basically. And so, what that basically goes to show is, I guess, sort of the formation of irrational phobias and fears, I would say. There's people I've met, you might have seen on television or, even on YouTube, different videos and things covering kind of irrational fears and phobias and things of that nature and stuff. And I would say that this film, at least in that scene, kind of goes to show how those kinds of things are formed in people. It's, either some thing that happened in childhood or some kind of moment or something that kind of, brought about an irrational fear that normally in most people wouldn't be present. Those things are kind of made out of situations like this one. So I guess that's one kind of thing to highlight that, I don't know if I'd say is more logical or, more true or something. Because, I mean, most of this film is, like I said, it's more of just a comedy to just kind of mess around with, not even care about. But I guess that's one thing that it would go to actually show you, is how those kinds of irrational fears are made in people and stuff like that. So I guess there's one profound thing to be gathered from this film. But yeah, it's mostly just, comedic shit and funny and stuff. But like I also said, check out Dead Alive if you want something that's overloaded with gore and blood and just also some absurd fucking hilarious moments. Dead Alive, or as also known, like I said, Brain Dead, is another really fucking awesome film. As well as the Chris Farley film Black Sheep from the 90s is hilarious as fuck if you just want a straight up comedy. But that's about all I have to say. There wasn't too much to cover on this movie. But I hope that you're all having a fucking amazing day, and that instead of the sheep eating you, that maybe you're eating them, or, yeah, that none of this kind of shit is going on. That you're having a great, wonderful, awesome fucking day. Not a blood-filled one, but an awesome fucking day. And this is Agony333, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Peace, guys. Have an awesome one.